Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and today some interesting news about a very old and very loved comic book property now, the Dark Knight trilogy. Now, again, I say very old, but it's not. It's kind of old by today's cinematic standards and how things have progressed moving forwards. But it would appear that Christian Bale, while speaking to Toronto Sun, actually revealed that the Dark Knight trilogy was going to be 4 films. Not just 3, it was going to be 4. Or at the very least, they had the opportunity to make 4 films, but he and Christopher Nolan turned it down. He stated the following: "When they came and said, 'You want to go make a second film,' it was fantastic, but we still said, 'This is it, we will not get another opportunity.' Then they came and they said, 'Okay, let's do the 3rd one.' Chris had always said to me that if we were fortunate to be able to make 3, we would stop. Let's walk away after that," he said. And then he goes on to divulge that apparently Warner Brothers went to him and asked about a 4th. And he says, "When they inevitably came to us and said, 'How about a number 4?' I said, 'No, we have to stick to Chris's dream, which was always to hopefully do a trilogy. Let's not stretch too far and become overindulgent and go for a 4th. Now, I find these comments really, really interesting, and it goes to the kind of age-old adage of, quitting while you're ahead. I think this works very, very nicely here. I mean, yeah, another Dark Knight film, I think many people would have rejoiced in. People would have probably absolutely loved it, and it would have made money, it would have been lauded, people would have been just over the moon with it. But the fact that they've stopped at the 3 films, the fact that it's self-contained, and that, everything came after it, I think this lends itself very, very nicely to them making the right decision. Because now if you look at the films, they're held in such high regard. People, love those films. They are cult status nearly. I think if they were to make a 4th, it would have gone down potentially a silly route. Not so much, Christopher Nolan behind them and Christian Bale in action, but a little bit silly in respect to, again, just stretching it, becoming overindulgent, as Christian Bale says. Now, all of these comments were made doing the press tour for Ford versus Ferrari, so you can check it out. You can just, Google Ford versus Ferrari, Toronto Sun, Christian Bale, Dark Knight trilogy, fairly easy to find. But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. What do you think? What do you think if they made a 4th film? Would it be good? Would it be bad? Do you think they made the right decision? Let me know down below in the comment section. With respect to Ford versus Ferrari, I will be watching it tomorrow night, and as such, you will get my review tomorrow evening. So please do hit subscribe if you want to stay up to date on that and everything else in the world of pop culture and movie news. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I have been Mr. H. Take care.